Have you ever felt weighed down by your past, replaying old mistakes and painful moments over and over in your mind? Do you find yourself stuck, unable to move forward and embrace the joy of today? What if I told you that the secret to a lighter, happier life is all about how you choose to carry your past, not in changing what has already happened? Stay with us as we unravel a timeless Buddhist story, revealing a life-changing lesson about letting go, living in the moment, and finding true contentment. Now, onto our story. In a land where time seemed to move a little slower, nestled among the mountains and fields was a quaint village. The peace and serenity of this place were in stark contrast to the turmoil that raged within the heart of a young boy who called it home. This boy, with bright eyes and a hopeful spirit, had an affliction that few could understand. The shadows of past grievances, mistakes, and painful memories clung to him, refusing to let go. Whether it was a harsh word spoken in haste or an unintended slight, he would ruminate on it, replaying the scene in his mind like a broken record. This burden weighed heavily on his shoulders, making every day a challenge. Relationships became strained as he struggled to connect, and tasks that once brought joy now seemed insurmountable. His life was overshadowed by a cloud of constant anxiety and unrest. One breezy afternoon, a childhood friend, seeing the boy's distress, approached him with a suggestion. He had heard tales of a wise Zen master, a beacon of enlightenment, who resided in a serene Buddhist monastery not too far from their village. This master was known to have guided many souls out of darkness and into the light of understanding. Trusting in his friend's wisdom, the boy decided to embark on a journey to seek the master's guidance. With a heart full of hope and trepidation, he approached the monastery and narrated his heart's woes to the Zen master. As the boy poured out his soul, the master remained silent, his eyes reflecting deep thought. Without uttering a single word, the master rose from his seat and gracefully moved towards the heart of the monastery. The boy, taken aback by this sudden departure, was left in a state of bewilderment, but trust kept him anchored. After what seemed like an eternity, the boy's attention was drawn to the master's returning silhouette. In his hands, he held a delicately crafted clay glass, brimming with clear water. The master's approach was purposeful, and the boy, sensing the importance of the moment, stood to receive whatever wisdom was about to be imparted. With a gentle yet probing gaze, the master posed a question to the boy. "Do you have any idea how much this glass, filled with water, might weigh?" The boy studied the glass and said, "Not exactly, but it appears to be quite light." The master, with a hint of a challenge in his eyes, inquired, "Now imagine you held this glass just as it is for a few moments. Would it tire you?" The boy shook his head. "No, I don't believe it would." Nodding, the master pushed further. "What if you were to hold it aloft for an entire hour without rest?" The boy pondered and responded, "Well, my hand would likely begin to ache." Not letting up, the master posed yet another scenario. "Now imagine clutching this very glass in the exact same position from dawn till dusk. How do you think you'd feel?" The boy, visualizing the scenario, replied, "I'd be in agony. My hand would be throbbing, my muscles might cramp, and holding it for that long could even cause harm." The Zen master, leaning in slightly, asked the pivotal question, "Throughout this time, has the weight of the glass undergone any change?" The boy, realizing where this was leading, answered honestly, "No, the weight remains consistent." The master nodded gravely. "Exactly. The pain and strain don't arise from the glass's inherent weight, but from the prolonged act of holding on to it." The Zen master, with wisdom shining in his eyes, gently pointed towards the boy and began to explain, "Life is filled with experiences, both good and bad. Reflecting on past events and our actions is essential, as it provides us with lessons. However, dwelling on them without seeking understanding or closure can be detrimental." He paused, ensuring the boy was grasping his words, then continued, "Imagine the past as that glass. If you persistently grip onto it, especially the painful parts, it becomes a burden, causing you needless suffering. By constantly reliving those memories, you give away your power and miss the beauty of the present moment. The master, with a compassionate smile, further advised, "Your past doesn't define you, but how you respond to it does. Aim to be the person you aspire to be, not held back by memories, but propelled by the lessons they've taught you." He gently urged the boy, "Begin now. Embrace the present with all its potential. While you remember and respect the past, ensure you don't repeat its pitfalls. Live fully in the now, and the future will unfold as it should." With a calm and reassuring demeanor, the Zen master shared his final insights. Endlessly dwelling on bygone days or being consumed with anxiety about what's to come only sows the seeds of distress. Life in its essence unfolds in the present, and it's in this moment that true joy can be found. He looked deeply into the boy's eyes, offering a simple yet profound invitation. Release your burdens. Instead of being ensnared by past regrets or future uncertainties, immerse yourself in the actions of today. For in embracing the present, you unlock the true essence of happiness. The boy, absorbing every word, felt a profound shift within. The weight of past sorrows and the shadows of memories that had held him captive began to dissipate. Filled with newfound clarity, he made a heartfelt decision to release the chains of his past and ardently nurture his journey of self-discovery. He no longer allowed old wounds to dictate his life. Instead, he celebrated the gift of the present, finding joy and purpose in each day. And as the days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the boy blossomed, living a life enriched with happiness and profound contentment. From the tale we just heard, there's a big lesson we can all take away. Life is a bit like a long journey, filled with many different paths and adventures. Our past? Well, it's like the roads we've already traveled. Some of those roads were smooth, while others were bumpy and full of obstacles. If we keep looking back and thinking about those bumpy roads, we might miss the beautiful scenery right in front of us on our current path. Imagine life as a big book. If we keep rereading the same old chapters, especially the sad or difficult ones, we're going to miss out on the new, exciting stories that are waiting on the next page. Memories are important, of course. They teach us things, remind us of where we've been, and sometimes make us smile. But if we hold on to them too tightly, especially the not-so-happy ones, they can keep us from moving forward. Now, think about today. This very moment. It's like a bright, shiny gift that's been handed to us. That's why many people call today the present. It's a chance to enjoy the little things, like the sun shining, the sound of birds singing, or the laughter of a friend. Every single day is a new opportunity to make fresh memories, to learn something new, and to enjoy all the good things around us. So, what's the big secret to having a happy, peaceful life? It's actually pretty simple when you think about it. Enjoy what's happening right now. Look forward to the surprises and adventures that tomorrow might bring. And remember the past, but don't let it hold you back. Life's a journey, and the best part is enjoying each step along the way.